Following that Fed decision, that's how FundStrat sees the market shaken up. No big sell-off in the near term. What do you think about the day ahead?
Look, I think earnings is going to be really important. We've had a few stocks that have just really taken this market to a new level, and we need the rest, the 490 other stocks, to do the same. So I think earnings from Comcast, earnings from Honeywell, are going to be really important. We had good numbers from GE. That's going to Boeing. We have to look at the industrial companies. That's why you're seeing the Dow doing well. If you get that, you're going to get that next leg. You're going to get a sustainable move, or at least stay here. If you don't, some of the stocks that are holding this market up that are pretty highly valued, you're going to see them come down.
All right, so you mentioned some of the stocks that are really highly valued. At the same time, you're talking about industrials and some of the other parts of the market that weren't getting as much action in the first half of the year. With that in mind, what is your WEX word of the day?
Diversification. Look, I think it's great to own the tech stocks that have done well, but there's so many other companies out there, like the Honeywells of the world, the Boeings of the world, McDonald's, and then healthcare. I mean, there's a huge amount of companies that defensive trading at single-digit multiples that I think, if where we are with the market and what the Fed said, look, we're going to raise once and we're going to wait and see. And I think that's where you have to look and say, where is the potential going to be in this market with interest rates where they are? And I think you have to kind of rebase the whole capital market structure, because the Fed has said, basically, we're not going to cut rates. And if they're going to cut rates, it's really going to be for the reasons that none of us want.
All right, so Sarat, you're talking about other parts of the market, even as we see a stock like Meta trading much higher on a lot of AI enthusiasm. We hit on that earlier in the show. So what moves would you make today? Would you put some money into industrials, or maybe even the restaurant space? Obviously, as we mentioned, McDonald's about to report.
I would actually take a little bit of money off the tech stocks. I mean, we own Meta. I would diversify a little bit out of Meta. It's done everything you wanted to do, the efficiency model, the AI, the advertising. The stock was 90 just a few months ago. So take some of the winners. It's okay. Doesn't mean you have to sell it all, but take some of that, move it to kind of the areas that have not done well. And I'm talking healthcare. I'm talking about defensive utilities, commodities. Commodities are going to do well in an environment where we know we're going to have some embedded inflation. So look to see where there's opportunity elsewhere in the market, not just with the winners the whole time.
All right, so Sarat, you're saying diversify. At the same time, I'm looking at the NASDAQ futures up almost 1.25%. How do you see the rest of this day playing out after that hike and Jay Powell clearly not closing the door to another one this year?
I think the market's going to be strong today, because what Powell basically said is we're going to be data dependent. And data dependent means that we're not just going to go forward like he did in the last few times where he said we're going to be raising. So I think the market's kind of saying, hey, if we can price in and discount the levels we're at today, then we can actually see where we want to be. The uncertainty taken out, I think, provides a good foundation for the market. And Frank, it's going to be earnings. I mean, none of these companies are going to do well unless you have strong earnings. And you look at what happened with Google and Meta, they did very well. If you actually do not provide the earnings the street's looking for, your stock's going to get hurt.